Welcome back, man. Welcome back. I'm here to preview the Jamaican Premier League. People, bless upon yourself in the weekend upon the Saturday evening. You get what I mean? Saturday evening, that video I drop. So bless upon yourself in a Saturday evening. If you want to watch it back in the morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you guys really watching it back in. But my day of a preview, the Jamaican Premier League, 5 games coming up over the next 2 days, Sunday and Monday. Monday night football down there at Catherine Hall again. Yeah, Monday night football. I think maybe the last TV game Montego Bay got, it was that 2-2 draw, against Waterhouse when they were 2-0 down. I think that was the last Monday night football that they got. So yeah, catching our people, people down there at Montego Bay will get Monday night football. I think it will be a big crowd down there, especially with this very, very good Montego Bay team and the backing of Uni Epstein. That's his name, the owner, and guess what? The Zapata Ball, the Argentinian coach, So it will be a tough game for struggling Harbourview on Monday. And the game that many local fans want to see is that Veer Phoenix team on their TV. Yeah, and I know a lot of people will be going to Sabina Park tomorrow to watch that game. Cavalier will play Portmore United as well. So let's get into it. Look, match day 1 full of so much entertainment, full of so much surprise. Many people like the 2 newly promoted teams, Chapitan Maroon and Racing, but unfortunately only Racing will be featured in match day 2 as well. So we will be looking forward to watching what Racing will bring to the party on match day 2 against Dumble the new call at a St. Catherine Derby. You understand? So get into it. Portmore versus Cavalier. Look, 2 giant clubs in the space of Jamaican football. The defending champion versus the 7-time champion, who will be looking to add another crown to that 7 to go 8. But after that big defeat at home versus Mount Pleasant, Rudolph Austin team, Portmore team, the team that have a lot of internal issues, will be looking to turn around their season coming tomorrow at Sabina Park. But it won't be easy against a Rudolph Speed team, a team that is a defending champion, one of the most unpredictable team in the country, yeah, with their young players, with the inexperience. And you just don't know what a Cavalier team will bring on the day. So I think Rudolph Austin will be preparing well, but after losing that game on match day 1, yeah, at home, they don't really lose at home. This team, Portmore United, don't really lose at Ferdinand Park. Just 1 game throughout the campaign last season. 1 game they lost at home. So they will be looking to bounce back. But with the players that they have, going back to the interview after the game finished, with Rudolph Austin, what he said, look, his team was very poor in that first half, but what he did, he went back to the basic. He went back off what Portmore did last campaign in the second half, and that's where they kind of have little spells in the game where they kind of control the game a little bit, where they created at least a few opportunities where they could have at least get a goal on the day. And who could tell what will happen tomorrow? But Portmore's a team, look, they don't really concede 2 or more goals in a game. They have, it only happened 1 time last season at Westport Park against Montego Bay, a game that they lost 3-2. You get what I say? So you will be expecting a Portmore team will bounce back. But look, he will be under some pressure because Portmore is a team that will be looking to win the Premier League title, especially coming up against the defending champion, a team that wants to defend their crown. And the last time a team defend their crown, it was Portmore United, the 2 last seasons before the COVID hit the whole world. You get what I mean? So Portmore will be unsure to stop Cavalier from breaking their own records. It only happened around 2 times. Yeah, only 2 teams have done it in the last 2.5 decades, Arnett Garden and Portmore, to defend their crown. So Cavalier will be looking to actually get their season kick-starting. Look, last season Cavalier started their first, I think they played the first game on match day 3 of last season. Same thing because of the Caribbean Cup. Now they started their campaign match day 2, so they will be looking to at least go on winning wins. Last season they started out poor with that 1-0 defeat at Westport Park when Montego Bay beat them 1-0, so they will be looking to at least get that 3 points to kickstart their season. Very important to start a season on a positive note. But look, as again, it's going to be a tough game, but when you look at it, Portmore was the only team that beat this Cavalier team twice. last season. Yeah, Portmore have done the double, so that says it. Leave it like that. Portmore is the only team done the double over Cavalier last season. So we're going to move on from that. Next up is Molines versus Veer United. Look, the game that everybody want to see, the team that everybody want to see, Veer Phoenix United, because of Craig Butler. Look, what a poor display down there at Wembley Centre. 4-1 defeat at home. Last season, Veer United, their first 3 games of the season, unbeaten. One win and 2 draw. Yeah, but guess what? Started out now, second game of the season, 1 defeat, 4-1 at home. They got demolished by probably arguably one of the favorite to go on to win the Jamaican Premier League this season, a Montego Bay United. So looking at it, Veer will looking to bounce back with a team that haven't played this season has yet, their first game of the season. Molines, coach Jermaine Thomas, he will be looking to get, a bragging right over Craig Butler. He know that, look, Jamaica will be looking and zoning on this game, so he will want to make his team put their best foot out there. But I think this Molines team is probably a two-man team. When you look at it, Jason Wright, who have arguably scored majority of the goals, Molines have scored throughout the last 2 campaigns. The captain Nelson will be looking at least to back up that man, Jason Wright have getting some goals. Will he play in the midfield? Will he play in the defensive area? He can play anywhere on the pitch. But let me give you some critical stats around Molines team. Look, over the last 2 seasons, Molines have only won 13 games. Last season they finished 11th and 26 points. Look, going back to last season, Molines, they lost their last 4 games. Yeah, they lost their last 4 games. But going back, you should that they lost their last 4 games. This team can play football. Molines, have a record where they one of the only team last season to go on and score 2+ goals in 3 consecutive games and don't get not 1-3 points from the game. So they can score goals, but they do it in period. Just like even parts of the season last campaign, they went on on a 4-game unbeaten where they play Umberley and they win. They drew with Portmore 2-2. They drew with Treasure Beach. They drew with Mount Pleasant. So this team show that they can play football. So they will come up against a very good Veer team, and let's see if Veer Phoenix can get some of their players back. As what Craig Butler said, a few of his players were black. Everybody know that issues is going on right now, so let's see what Veer will bring to the table. You understand? But I mean, look at it, Umberland versus Tivoli, both teams haven't played a game since the campaign have started last week. They get their game suspended last week. Rest in peace, Delana Daly, the farmer Tivoli, and the Waterhouse player died from a car crash last weekend. You get what I say? But when you look at it, Umberland, a couple seasons back were a top 6 team, in around in the playoff spot, had one of the best defensive record in the JPL 2 seasons back, where they only conceded 15 goals under coach Andrew Price. And now looking at it, Vasserenas will be looking to rejuvenate this team. Will be inject, they lost some key players here. I think Andrew Vanzi is a big player that going to be missed for Umberland. I think he was everything of what Umberland did last season. But look at Tivoli, the highest scoring team, the goal machine team, the team that had a poor run in the playoff. Not many people were expecting Waterhouse to get by Tivoli. Jerome, with an experienced coach, what win 4 Premier League title with Arnett Gardner, will be looking to get Tivoli first JPL crown in over a decade and a couple of years. So I think 2010, around the 2010-2011, the last time Tivoli have won the JPL crown. So Jerome will be looking to go at least a couple steps than where he stopped last season in the playoff quarterfinals. So again, man, Umberland, when the last time they played, they run riot and Umberland last season at Effortville Community Centre. But Effortville Community Centre can be a stadium where you just don't know what you're going to expect from an Umberland team. You know, what Vassarians can really bring to the show at Effortville. You know, Effortville Community Centre, a community that, you know, very passionate about their football, want to see Umberland, you know, get and winning wins again. But it's just going to take some time, especially of what they want to do, drifting away from older heads, you know, getting new, younger, fresh minds in the football team. You know, but look at Tivoli, you know, with Jerome, you know, Justin Dunn will be looking to follow up on that very impressive season. You know, that was few seasons back. You know, this player was playing at left back. Yeah, was playing at left back. No, this player is a top striker. You know, Tivoli have lost some key player. You know, Barrington Price to Arnett. You know, the captain, the leadership of Pinnacook in the back line. You know, so they will be expecting to, you know, at least, you know, integrate some more youngsters, you know, that they bought from tier 2, you know, from around different Premier League teams as well. You know, so let's see, you know, what that game will bring to us. Tivoli versus Umberland. And also the next game that's coming up, you know, the St. Catherine Derby, Racing versus Dumbarton, you know, it's going to be a very important game for both teams. Both teams don't want to lose, especially both teams have lost their first game of the season. Dumbarton got trashed in the first game by Arnett Garden. Many people would say that Racing performances against Waterhouse, it was really good, you know, it was really good, you know. So, you know, Anthony Patrick, you know, will be looking to at least put on at least a better game, a better game at there. I think they're going to use Ferdinand Park as their home field. But, you know, Dumbarton, again, a team, a former finalist just a few seasons back, you know, a team, you know, not in last season but the previous season before, the 2023-2024, they finished in the playoff and they were right up in the mix to qualify for the top 6, but, you know, they kind of fade away in the last 5 to 7 games. You know, Nicholas Nelson went down. Who is going to get the goals for Nicholas Nelson this season? You know, scoring double digit last season for Dumbarton. Can DeAndre Thomas get the goals for Dumbarton this season? Can Philip Williams, you know, lead his team into victory? But look, what I saw against Dumbarton team in the first game, this is not really a Philip Williams team. Yeah, I think Philip Williams is yet to put his blueprint on this Dumbarton team. It's a very good team. They have a lot of individual talent in this team. I think one of the key man in this team, you know, will be Ajuma Johnson moving forward. Yeah, and trying to remember, I think it's Watkins. They have a defender, you know, Watkins. He will be looking to lead up things. You know, Damian Hyatt in the goal between the sticks will be looking to bring up his leadership into this team. But Philip Williams, what we saw last season at Portmore, the second best goal rate, the second best defensive record in the season last campaign. Yeah, so you would expect Philip Williams' team to be a little bit more solid at the back. You know, one, to make sure that they finish with a shutout in every game. It won't happen every game, but at least finish with a shutout in every game. This is how Philip Williams' team set up. Defensive first, and then they make the transition to the final third. But I expect, you know, as the season progressing, yeah, Dumbarton will get better. As I said, they have good players. They have players that can turn up and beat any team in the Premier League. And I think, you know, when you ask a team like Racing, you know, Anthony Patrick, what will be, you know, Racing season at the end of the season coming up next year to finish above the relegation? You know, asking Philip Williams, what will be the aim for you at the end of the season? He will tell you, you want to be around that playoff spot. You want to challenge for that playoff spot. You want to finish in that top 6. You want to finish, you know, in first position. He will be looking to at least go a few steps than what he did with this Portmore team last season. So, but he have a big task. He have a tough job, and it will be very difficult. This is a project, and I think everything won't happen in the first season. You get what I'm saying? So let's see what Philip Williams and Anthony Patrick will bring to the table in the St. Catherine Derby game tomorrow on Sunday. And, you know, so moving on, you know, Harbourview versus Montego Bay. Oh my God. Boy, Bojo Henry, you have a tough job, my brother. You're going to have a tough season. I don't think Bojo Henry will last out until the Christmas period. I don't think he will last out to the whole 39 games. I think it will be tough on him. You get what I say? But let's see what Harbourview will bring to the table. But look, Harbourview, you know, let me give you this. Arborview is 4 games without a win. 3 games in those 4 games, they haven't scored. And those games stretch back from what they tail off in the back end of last season. They carrying over into a bad spell. I think Arborview is up for a big season in the relegation zone. If they don't change things as quick as possible, I don't think Buju is the man to carry this team. Arborview is a team that's in a rut at the moment. The season that they had last season, Arborview have lost over 10 games in their last 15. You get what I said? They have lost over 10 games in their last 15 in the JPL. So this show you that this is a team that is not impressive. I don't think Ludlow Bernard was even the coach supposed to coach a team throughout the whole campaign last season, and then he stepped down and then he went into the administration. What a poor move by Arborview. Iraqi, Calvin Stewart and these guys, Juridini. You get what I say? But look, going into Mobia's stronghold, St. Catherine, it's going to be a jam-packed catching all coming up Monday night. Yeah, it will be a jumper. And as I said, and I'm not going to stop saying, the Zapata ball, this is how I call the Mobile style of play, the Zapata ball, the Argentinian coach. This is how Montego Bay will be playing. Yeah, look, Mobile not going to lose not one game at home this season. I call it early. Yeah, Mobile will not lose one game. If they lose it, then I will come out and say something. But I'm projecting this Mobile team not to lose at least not one game at home, and they will go into the playoff this season. Remember, they finished on level points with Waterhouse last season just to get into the playoff. They will get into this playoff. This team, if they don't get to the playoff, Zapata don't deserve to be the head coach role anymore. He's taking over from Nadir dos Santos, a Brazilian. The Jamaican Premier League is just stepping up from a Brazilian to an Argentinian. What a move by Yoni Epstein, from the Mobile boss. But look at it. Shaniel Thomas, double-digit goal in our competition last season for Cavalier. Brian Brown, a proven goal scorer in Jamaican space. Owen Turtleman Garden, a proven goal scorer in the Jamaican Premier League. Demara Phillips will be looking to maestro up things in the midfield. So they have a solid team. They have, I think the other Caribbean player, Truman, and I think is a Trini. He will be looking to marshal up things at the back. But when you look on the overall team, the players in each position, they have depth on the bench. They have quality in their starting lineup. So I think this team will go right into the semi-final or go one step over that. They will go deep in this competition. So 4-1 in their first game. I think this team can create some big damage. But this game, I see they're going to disrespect. I see they're going to dismantle Arborview. They have done the double over Arborview last season. They have scored 5 goals on Arborview last season. I think 2-0 in one of the games and 3-2 in one of the games. So they scored 5 goals and conceded 2 against this Arborview team. So I'm just saying, man, Arborview fans out there, I'm sorry, but it's going to be a tough season for you guys. It's going to be a tough season unless you guys drastically make a massive change in the head coach role and upstairs in the administration and get some quality player. But when you look at it, Okwesi Chong, Andre Fagan, is backing off his career. Can he get the goals? Shaquille Bradford, were scoring the goals for Arborview last season. Then he tailed off and left, halfway through the season. But let's see if Okwesi Chong can really save Arborview season. Still have some very good player. Kaim Priestley must show up in that midfield so that team can have some stability and move forward the ball in the final third. But who will score the goals for Arborview this season? Who will be keeping the ball out of the back of the net for Arborview this season? All that happened last season. Goalkeeper error. You get what I mean? So yes, people, this is the preview of the Jamaican Premier League match day 2. See you guys for the review coming up on Tuesday. Bless upon yourself. Salute. I'm out.